Hi, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and I gotta tell you, I love life. But when I'm not being a husband, a father, a grandfather, an author, or a practicing chiropractor, I'm the host of the television show, Loving Life with Dr. Tim Weir. I love to cook. I love to travel. I like to spend time with people who do what they love and love what they do. Join me and Elvis for the next 30 minutes as we help you discover how to love life. Hey, welcome to another episode of Loving Life. You know, one thing that I think is really important in your life, and it's this. Work really hard. Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. But there's also a time where you have to have some time where you play. And so we're real big as a family. We love to travel, and we love to travel to places that aren't going to bust the budget and take it all away. So this episode is going to be doing just that. We're going to be having some great trips that we've done in the past, and we're going to be talking about one we just took to Washington, D.C. Let's go. Okay, so here we live in the capital of North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, and we're 3.5 hours from the capital of the United States of America in Washington, D.C. So our family decided just to pop in the car, take a little road trip, and go up to D.C. One of the first places we went to was called Union Station. Now, Union Station was built a long time ago, but I'm telling you, it's a train station where trains and buses and everything, they all come to one central location and meet. But the architecture is just amazing. As you walk into this place, the expansive ceiling, you're looking up and you're thinking, holy cow, there's statues of the Guardians of the Union. Oh, you gotta see it. And I know some of you are thinking it's just a train station, but as you go to Washington, D.C., you're gonna find architecture that is out the door. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So the next step on our little whirlwind tour is the U.S. Archives building. This is another huge building, and the ornate stuff on it is just, I mean, you sit there in awe as you're waiting to go into the building. You're looking up at the architecture, all the gorgeous work that they've done. And then as you go in are the three main documents that are what our whole government is about. Starts with the Declaration of Independence. As you're walking in this particular area, as you go straight ahead, is the Constitution of the United States. It's what our whole government is built upon. And then over to the right is the Bill of Rights that comes off of the Constitution. Really fascinating stuff. So that's one thing that you've got to do. We hopped on a bus tour and went to Chinatown. I love Chinatown. When we were in New York, we went to Chinatown. When we were in Chicago, we go to Chinatown. It's really fun stuff because you can go into these little shops. There are little Chinese artifacts. The food there is absolutely fabulous. And it's really, really funny because each store, like for example, if there's a name brand store, at the top of it, it will be written in Chinese. There's a huge archway that goes into Chinatown. So that's one thing that you want to do. You want to make sure that you go into Chinatown and check that out. So we got on the double-decker bus. The great thing about these is that there are little plug-ins where you plug in headsets. And there's a tour guide telling you all about the things that you're driving past and that you can see. The great thing again about the double-decker bus, you can pop off, hop on, and for the same price of the ticket. The Capitol building, massive. There's nothing like, you see pictures of it, you see videos of it. But when you're right up on it, you're standing back and you look at it, unbelievable. As you go through a tour, you're going to see different things and different stories of why all this stuff is there. The Capitol, the big dome, actually started out with copper and wood, and it almost caught fire so many times. They had to replace it. They replaced it with cast iron. I'm telling you, each one of these buildings is huge, huge, huge. The cool thing is they're all free. So you could spend literally 3-4 days there going through each museum, and you didn't pay for anything. So that's really cool for your family. We're really close to it here in Raleigh, but you fly into Ronald Reagan Airport there, just a quick jump into downtown. As you're flying in, you actually see Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument. And again, all these things you've seen on video, you've seen paintings, you've seen pictures, nothing like going there and seeing it for yourself. Okay, so we got more coming up, a lot more trips. Don't change that channel, because we'll be right back.
Just because you're in an accident but didn't ride in one of these doesn't mean that you didn't get injured.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and after 35 years in practice, I can tell you a lot of times an injury doesn't show up for 2 to 3 days after an accident. So if you've been in an accident, don't delay any further. Call my office today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Uptone Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications. With spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. I treat hundreds of patients every year who've been injured in car accidents, and a lot of those could be avoided. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. That's 1 out of 4 accidents. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a text while you're driving, ignore it. And getting a carton of milk isn't going to do any good if you're dead. Drive safe. Keep loving life. Okay, so if you have little kids, you're gonna absolutely love me because I got a place for you to take them. It's called 3 Bears Acres. It's just near Creedmoor, right off of 98. You go up there a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful area, huge. Melinda Kinzel is the founder, but she's put all this together for you to take your kids to have a safe place, get some vitamin D from the sun, and have a blast. Listen, there are 12 of us all together, so we're always looking for a fun place. And you know what? We don't get out into the sun enough. Our kids are inside playing on computers and games and all that kind of stuff. We don't get out into the sun. And it's important for vitamin D. Now, I discovered this place. It's a secret. Try not to tell too many people about it, but it's called 3 Bears Acres. It's in Creedmoor, North Carolina, about 15 minutes from Wake Forest. Unbelievable, 52 acres of fun. 1 admission price. You pay, you come in and spend the whole day. You can do anything in here that you want. And we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna meet Melinda. This is Melinda. She's the brainchild of this place. Melinda, thank you for letting us be here today.
No, I really appreciate it.
What an awesome place that you've put together here.
Thank you.
A good place for families,
Yes.
kids. Doesn't matter if they're 14 or 15 or 16, they're still going to enjoy themselves.
Yes, they will regress to being a child. You'll just know because they'll put I love Justin Bieber or something like that on the paint wall instead of rainbows and puppy dogs. But yes, they love it. They love it as well.
I can't wait.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you.
Come on, let's go. Come here, play all day, but bring your own picnic lunch. I mean, just pack it up, bring whatever you want, fried chicken, whatever. You know, you can even go to Bojangles and get chicken, bring it here. And just sit down and enjoy it. This is gorgeous back here. Just sit by the lake, just relax, and enjoy nature. What a place to come. Here we are in a section that you guys, everything's really planned out. Mm-hmm. So you kind of planned this as
The wooded feel where it's in the shade, that this is where the moms can slow down, they can sit and watch the kids just keep running back and forth. So the kids go back and forth across this bridge, back and forth to the slide, and they go down to the pond. And so all of these, yes, yeah, so that's what we see. We see groups of moms sitting here actually finishing a conversation. All of the log benches were all from trees that were downed on the property that we had made into benches. We just try to put them all over.
So, did you guys just sit down and just start
Yes, yes,
just dreaming and talking?
yes.
Like that would be fun, or what did you do?
And
when
then
you
we
were a kid?
should, and
Yeah.
we kept saying we should, and then it was like, gosh, far bigger risk to have a regret in life than it is to go for
Yeah.
it. So we decided to go for it. And we'd spent so many years, she has 3 children, I have 3 children. We've done the potty training, we've done all of that, and we wanted to show our children that we could do it.
And you did it.
So, yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, so here we
And
are.
it's a great place for families to come.
And it's a way we can
unplug
work and still be a mom, because we can do both, right? The idea that can you have it all?
You know, the fact is we all wear hats. Mm-hmm. We all wear different hats. And what I'm seeing a lot is people are saying, now I'm a mommy and I can't be anything else. And that's a lie.
Right.
And the mommy is just one hat.
Right, and it's hard to do that when you're up every 2 hours feeding a child. But once your children get a little bit older, then where our kids are at, you know, that they're able to
Still need
run.
us, but don't need us, you know.
They
Well,
don't need to be on our leg anymore.
I gotta tell you, it would literally wear me out watching my wife getting up and taking care of those kids. And you know, after a while, I
It
got
was
tired.
exhausting.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you're trying to hit the snooze alarm.
Yeah.
What a wonderful place.
Thank you, thank you.
Hey, this is a great place for you to bring your family, for kids, even for adults, to come just enjoy nature and life. Well, we're at 3 Bears Acres today, and I'm cooking up a beautiful dish. You're going to want to make this at home. It's actually mud casserole. And this is great for all you people out there who have the pica disease and feel like you have to eat mud or something. Just mix this up. I like to put it right into the casserole dish. And this is awesome if your mother-in-law is coming over that night to eat. Put it right in here. Doesn't matter how long you cook it, it's going to be the same either way.
Again, we look at everything kind of from the mom's point of view. So we have the paddle boats down there, and we found that the line starts to form for the paddle boats. So now we're in the process, and it's not complete. We're building a water table down here so that instead of just standing in line, your kids can play with buckets of water and little spinner things and all of that while we're doing it. While they're waiting, so
Yeah.
they don't have to just stand there. Because it's nothing like, you know, you finally get out and then you just stand still. So this is where we do s'mores. So every Saturday, on the weekends in the afternoon, and for all the birthday parties. So we have staff member out here. We've got plenty of sticks and things around the property.
Yeah.
So we clean up and we bring them over here, and then we do it for the parties. And so especially at Christmas time, this was so, like we had Christmas trees out here, and then hot cider and hot chocolate and s'mores. And then this is, and you're tucked away in here, like you don't even know it's here.
Yeah. That's just gorgeous.
Thank you. And the kids, because you need a s'mores, right? And you're never too old for a s'mores.
When are those?
Right.
Wow. So you can pretty much plan to get wet, get dirty, but you're going to have a good time. This is a place to bring your family. A little far out here, but make a day of it. Pack your picnic lunch, come on out, let the kids get out into the outdoors, get their vitamin D, and they'll be happy. Okay, 3 Bear Acres, 52 acres of fun for the kids and for you. Just north of Raleigh, Creedmoor. I'm telling you, one admission price, you can spend the whole day there. Can't go wrong. Don't change the channel, we'll be right back.
Just because you're in an accident but didn't ride in one of these doesn't mean that you didn't get injured.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and after 35 years in practice, I can tell you, a lot of times, an injury doesn't show up for 2 to 3 days after an accident. So if you've been in an accident, don't delay any further. Call my office today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. Just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Uptown Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications. With spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. I treat hundreds of patients every year who've been injured in car accidents, and a lot of those could be avoided. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. That's 1 out of 4 accidents. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a text while you're driving, ignore it. And getting a carton of milk isn't going to do any good if you're dead. Drive safe. Keep loving life. Okay, one of my favorite places that I've been is right close to us in Durham, North Carolina. It's the Duke Lemur Center. And I'm telling you, hundreds of lemurs in this one place. You're gonna love this. We're at the Duke Lemur Center and I'm with Chris. Chris, thanks for letting us come.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks for coming out.
Listen, nobody knows about this place and it's right here in the Research Triangle.
Right in the middle of it, we are what we call Duke University's best kept secret, if not one of Durham's best kept secrets. My job personally is to try to change that.
Yeah.
We want as many folks as possible to come out, visit the Lemur Center, see our animals, and see what we're all about.
Now, how many acres are we standing in?
Right now, you're standing in 85 acres within
Wow.
Duke Forest.
It's really cool because as we came in, we saw these huge fences, and I'm wondering why in the world do they have these fences out in the middle of a woods?
Well, what doesn't actually have buildings on it here at the center has lemurs in it. So about 75 of our 85 acres is devoted to what we call natural habitat enclosures,
Yeah.
or NHEs. Out in the NHEs, about 90 to 100 of our 257 primates free range
Wow.
in these sections of forest. So guests can actually come to the center. We offer special tours where we can show you around some of the lemurs in their cages, or we can take you out in the forest and actually get you inches away from the world's most endangered mammal.
Wow,
Incredible lemurs.
that is amazing.
It's really neat to see these guys jumping tree to tree. They'll go all the way to the tops of the tallest pine trees and then leap crown to crown through the forest.
You could actually hear them. They kind of bark.
That particular type of lemur does. It's called a black and white rough lemur. They're large-bodied animals and they have an alarm call that they also sometimes use as a territorial call. When they do that, they're communicating with themselves and with other groups, and you can hear that call for a half a mile in any
Wow.
direction. It's really incredible.
So let's go take a look and see what's around here.
Yeah,
Is that
absolutely.
okay? Let's
My
go.
pleasure.
What?
One right there. Look! One right there. Look! It just jumped to this tree.
You guys saw him?
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Come on down.
See it right there?
Yeah, well, if you're a lemur,
Ew!
the world is your latrine.
Croc.
Grace and Croc live in the 3 cells down here at the end of this facility. So they have 3 outdoor cells, 3 indoor cells that they all get to share.
Hey guys.
Grace here is actually expecting. So this is a mama to be.
Kind of skunk-like.
In coloration, yeah. But of course, again, these are the guys that do that loud, raucous barking call. But rough lemurs make unique primates. They're the only primate that gives birth to a true litter. She can actually give birth to up to 6 infants at once.
Wow.
Twins and triplets are most common. This is also one of the only primates we know of that will build a nest just to hide the babies. And she'll actually leave them to go forage for food. Normal primate behavior is to carry your infants with you everywhere you go. Even humans do that. Carry our infants with us everywhere we go. If you've ever seen a lemur before anywhere, you probably saw this kind of lemur right here. Have
What-
you seen this one?
What's the one on on the television? What's that? What's his name?
Oh, King Julian? There is a famous cartoon lemur named King Julian who has a gray body and a black and white striped tail. Maybe if you've seen the DreamWorks movies Madagascar,
Yeah.
they feature these guys right here. Now, ring-tailed lemurs obviously get the name because of the black and white stripes on their tail. Research, though, done here at the Lemur Center has actually taught us a lot about this type of lemur. These guys have a sense of smell that might be one of the best in the animal kingdom. This lemur can tell who it's related to
Wow.
just based on scent, even if it's a lemur they've never actually seen before. Ring-tailed lemurs can also understand quantities 0 through 9. We're pretty sure that most of the time they can put them in order, so they understand that 5 is more than 3. And they can do basic mathematical problem solving. So we know that if A equals B and B also equals C, then A and C are also equal. We were able to teach a ring-tailed lemur that A and B were equal, that those two things were associated. And then we showed them B and a third C. We could teach them that relationship. Then we give them a suite of options on a touchpad computer screen, and we ask them, all right, which of these is also related? And they can find, oh, well, here's A and C, touch the pad with their nose, the machine pops out a treat, they got the right answer.
Wow.
Now, this is a type of lemur called a collared lemur. Take a look at the coloration, especially on the guy down on the floor. Why do you think we call it a collared lemur?
Does he look like he's
Maybe.
wearing a collar?
Because it looks like he's wearing a big, bright orange collar around his neck. See that big orange bushy beard he's got? That is a male collared lemur. The female is sitting up on the branch, a little bit higher up. You'll notice they both have the same coloration on the bottom of the throat, but the top of the head is actually different. You can tell who's the boy and who's the girl based on the color on the top of their head. Notice how his is black and hers is more charcoal gray. For the next lemur that I'd like to introduce you to, this is what we call a gray-headed blue-bellied lemur. Gray-headed blue-bellied lemurs are actually the largest living species of lemur in the wild. Nothing is bigger than this type of lemur right here. Their favorite type of food, unlike most lemurs which like fruit, is actually tree bark. They eat tree bark, sometimes they'll eat the leaves, the very delicious stems of the leaves. And they have teeth specially formulated for eating all this special food. Now, unlike most lemurs, the gray-headed blue-bellied lemur exhibits lesser intelligence than some species. While some lemurs can solve simple mathematical problems and are excellent problem solvers, this particular type of lemur has trouble.
Hey, I resemble that remark. Wow. We're right out in the woods. Look, these guys are ready. Oh my God. This is so awesome. Wow, look at, they're looking for food, aren't they? So people can come out, they make reservations with
Make
you?
reservations, give us a call. All of our information is online on our Facebook page. Give us a call, let us know, what are you doing? When you want to come and visit, we'll make you a reservation either for this Walking with Lemurs experience, the Lemurs Live Tour, which is great for families, and you can come out and get this close to a lemur.
Wow, it's amazing. Hey, isn't that awesome? Over 250 lemurs, and I'm telling you, you walk right with them. You're out in the middle of, oh, you gotta go. These guys are smart too. I mean, they'll watch you and go there, support their research, what they're doing. We're so close to it, you've got to take your family there. Call them right now.
Just because you're in an accident but didn't ride in one of these doesn't mean that you didn't get injured.
Hello, I'm Dr. Tim Weir, and after 35 years in practice, I can tell you, a lot of times, an injury doesn't show up for 2 to 3 days after an accident. So if you've been in an accident, don't delay any further. Call my office today.
Raleigh Spine and Injury Chiropractic. just when you thought nobody cared. Call 790-1332 right now.
Uptown Pictures is a full-service script-to-screen production company which can help you create the proper messaging for any number of applications. With spacious state-of-the-art studio offering green screen, mocap, and practical stages, along with a team of professionals who will make you and your business shine. So what are you waiting for? Call us at 919-649-3587 and schedule your appointment today. It's time we put your imagination into motion.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Weir. I treat hundreds of patients every year who've been injured in car accidents, and a lot of those could be avoided. The National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. That's 1 out of 4 accidents. Do yourself a favor, and if you get a text while you're driving, ignore it. Getting a carton of milk isn't going to do any good if you're dead. Drive safe. Keep loving life. Well, you've been traveling with the Weirs a little bit. We have a blast wherever we go because it's all about here. The intention, if you go someplace and you're thinking, I'm going to have a crappy time, you're going to have a bad time. But if you go with the intention, we're going to have a blast. Believe me, you're going to have a blast. Went to DC. Listen, we're so close. Get there. Support the American dream. 3 Bear Acres, just a fun place for you and your family. And then one of my favorite places is the Duke Lemur Center. Wow. Make sure that you check out the website, drtimweir.com. Go to Facebook, Loving Life with Dr. Weir. I'm on Twitter, all those different places that I can get a hold of you. I'm trying to get a hold of you and let you know how you too can love life. That's what it's all about. It's finding ways for you to do what you love and love what you do, and I'm behind you in what you got. Until next week, keep loving life.
Yellow and orange.
You know, this would be a great place if it wasn't for those darn kids that are here.
Right. Here they go.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Do you want us to help you push?
You want to be a little closer?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because that could make for some great camera.
I can't even get my knees up.
Look this way.
Yesterday's weather.
You ready?
Yeah. Go.
Who moved the target? These are the invisible lemurs.
These are
Independence Hall, not Independence. Forget that.